4.6 billion people use this every day, but no one knows the man who made it possible. It's the symbol that connects the world. It's how we work, how we live, the key to 347 billion messages sent daily. But almost no one knows the name of the man who invented it. He wasn't a tech billionaire. He wasn't trying to make history. He was just a quiet engineer who added a simple little symbol, @ and in doing so, created email. The internet in the early 1970s was nothing like what we know today. It was called ARPANET, a small, government-funded research network used by scientists and engineers. Computers didn't talk to each other across countries. There were no web browsers, no Google, no social media. Sending a message meant days of waiting. If you wanted to send a message to someone, you left them a note on their terminal. That meant both of you had to be using the same machine. Ray Tomlinson saw that and asked one rebellious question. What if we could send a message from one computer to another? Ray Tomlinson was the antithesis of a Silicon Valley icon. No TED Talks, no billion-dollar IPO, just a shy programmer from upstate New York who loved solving problems. Even when MIT ranked him among its top 150 innovators, above the web itself, he remained anonymous. He studied electrical engineering at Rensselaer Polytechnic, then got his master's at MIT. In 1967, he joined Bolt, Beranek, and Newman, BBN, one of the key players building ARPANET. There, in a quiet office full of machines and punch tape, Ray made history, not with a headline, but with a line of code. In 1971, Ray was working on two separate programs, one called ARPANET, which moved files between computers, the other called SNDMSG, which let users leave messages for others on the same machine. Then came his moment of brilliance. What if I combine them? What if a message could be moved from user at host to user at another host? That's when he chose the @ symbol, never used in names, but perfect for separating the user from the machine. He typed the first email, sent it to himself, and just like that, the modern era of communication began. What did that historic email say? Something profound? A mission statement? Not quite. Ray later admitted, it was probably QWERTY or something like that. It wasn't the message that mattered. It was the medium. For the first time, a message had jumped across machines, between people. The @ symbol became a digital bridge. Ray didn't patent it. He didn't trademark the @ He didn't write a paper titled, I invented email. He just kept working. While others chased glory, he quietly refined his invention, adding features like reply and forward. And because he wasn't chasing fame or money, others did. In the decades that followed, others falsely claimed to invent email. For example, in 2012, a fraudster named Shiva Ayyadurai began claiming credit for email and the media bit. Some even built companies on that claim. But the truth remained buried in a BBN lab log from 1971. Ray Tomlinson had sent the first email, and almost no one knew. Email spread quietly at first. ARPANET users began using it to collaborate. In 1973, 75% of all ARPANET traffic was email. By the 1980s, corporate systems adopted it. In the 90s, Hotmail made it global. Today, we send 300 billion emails per day. It runs business, government, banking, medicine, and at the core of it all is a simple structure Ray invented, user at domain. Ray never sought the spotlight. He stayed with BBN his entire career. He focused on protocols, not profits. In interviews, he was humble, almost shy. When asked how he felt about inventing email, he said, "It's no big deal. I just did it because it seemed useful." But it was a big deal. One of the most impactful tech inventions of the last 100 years. Done without funding, without headlines, without credit. Ray's invention changed not just how we communicate, but how we work, how we archive, how we exist online. Email was the first digital identity. Before usernames, social media, or logins, we were name at computer. Ray created the very concept of digital addressability, something we still build on today. It laid the groundwork for messaging apps, online collaboration, and digital signatures. He gave us a voice in the digital world. Ray Tomlinson died in 2016 at 74. Obituaries were sparse. Meanwhile, Ayodhya Rai's myth spread, a cautionary tale of how history forgets its true heroes. But Tomlinson's legacy is unshakable. Every peace treaty, every stock trade, every "I love you" sent online exists because he refused to let machines stay silent. His final interview? A Reddit AMA, where he confessed his only regret: spam. I didn't anticipate how people would misuse it. Yet even as inboxes clog, his invention remains humanity's most democratic tool. A lifeline for refugees, activists, and grandparents alike. Today, over 4.6 billion people use Tomlinson's daily. It's in every Slack message, every Bitcoin wallet, every NASA command. Yet ask who invented email, and most shrug. But maybe that's how he wanted it. A silent force connecting us all. His legacy lives in every inbox, every calendar invite, every reply. He didn't ask for credit, but we'll give it now. Because without Ray, there's no email. And without email, the world would be disconnected. If you believe unsung heroes deserve their moment, hit subscribe. So together, we can find out who else shaped our world from the shadows.